Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's Thousand Sons Chaos Space Marines versus Sisters of Battle. Alright, so welcome to this 2,000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. I'm going to take command of my Thousand Sons Chaos Space Marines here. This will be the second game in the league. A good start for them so far, looking for a second win with them. So just before I run through the list here for the Thousand Sons, I mentioned the supporters at gold level. On the Patreon page, that's Andrew Swan, Bob Longboy, Chris Heem, Frank Verfecki, Longbow BB, Lucas Becker, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Michael Fryer, Nathan Skrazuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross and Will Wright. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. They'll all get a Patronic dice to use during the game, as per usual now with our battle reports. I mentioned those at silver level at the end of the battle, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze. All the names of the patrons will also appear in the end credits of our video, and all the support that we receive from the Striker Scorpion 82 Patreon page goes to my local War Games Club, SSWG. So, a very strong Fiend list here for the Thousand Sons, very psychic heavy, and then the Triple Mauler Fiend detachment being featured here in this list as well. So, running a Battalion detachment first of all, and then also a Spearhead detachment as well. So, the Battalion detachment is Cult of Time, so it unlocks the Time Flux psychic power, which is available for psychers in that detachment. That should restore models back to play. It's proved quite useful before. So, running two Exalted Sorcerers on foot, so 1 and 2, just their nicknames here, Chicken Wing and then Beaker. Psychic powers for them, Weaver of Fates and Glamour of Zinch for Chicken Wing, Temporal Manipulation and Prescience for Beaker. Then I'm running, as the Warlord, a Demon Prince here. It's the Necro Sphinx model from the old Warhammer system, plastic model. I think it matches up perfectly here for this Egyptian style, ancient Egyptian style Thousand Sons force. So twin malefic talons and wings as featured on the model, so it fits in very well. Running a relic, the Hourglass of Manats, is guaranteed to get back up again. It's in the same phase that he's killed, with D3 wounds remaining. And the Warlord trait is Otherworldly Presence, which is a +1 to the Invuln save, so 3+ Invuln save available for that Demon Prince. That's the HQs. Onto troops, unit of 10 Rubic Marines, Inferno Bolters, Staff, and as Warplane Pistol for the Aspiring Sorcerer, and there's a Soul Reaper Cannon in the squad as well. Then 3 units of 10 Zangors, one there, one strung across here, and then another one over on this side, all equipped with the Zangor blades, and a Twist Bray in each of those squads. And that's it for the battalion. For the Spearhead detachment, it's Cult of Magic, so switching to a different cult for this one unlocks Warlord traits, powers, and relics that I want to use here for this Spearhead. So, 2 HQs, Disco Inferno first of all, giving him Devastating Sorcery, so it's +1 damage, to his Psychic powers, and then the relic, the Arcane Focus, which is +1 to all of his tests as well, just to beef him up as much as possible. Warp Time and Diabolic Strength been taken for him, just as I remember the Dim Prince here, Gaze of Fate and Treason of Zinch, Psychic powers been taken for him. Rubric Marines, Doombolt, and that's going to be used on the 2 Terminator squads as well. Second HQ choice is Aaron on a Disc of Zinch as well. Death X, Zinch's Firestorm and Infernal Gaze taken for him. And then the main feature for this detachment, Triple Mauler Fiend, all equipped with the Mauler Fiend Fists and the Lasher Tendrils as well. They've been a bane here for many opponents. 3 of them running around the table can cause trouble for any army. But that's the list here for the Thousand Sons. We'll take a look and see what Tom KOYO has in his list. Okay, so Sisters of Battle here. This is Tom's army that's now reached 2,000 points. So there is a friendly game for them already on YouTube. And then there is the Big Push series over on the Plus channel. As Tom built his army up, we played a 500-point game, a 1,000-point game, a 1,500-point game for them as well. So you can check out those battles over on the Plus channel. This is a league game here. So this is your first game, okay, in the league. The second game for the Thousand Sons in the league. So both armies will certainly be looking to perform well in this fight. We'll let Tom run through his Sisters of Battle list.
Okay, so 2,000 points of Adepta Sororitas. I've gone against what I said I was going to do in a recent video, and I've actually decided to go with 2 detachments this time, just because it's league battles and it's a little bit more competitive. And I'm going to go with 1 detachment of Valorous Heart and 1 detachment of Bloody Rose. A couple of people did recommend doing it, so I'm going to give it a go and see how we go. So the battalion detachment is a battalion of the Valorous Heart, and that is on this side here. We have Canoness Beatrice, who is, I've paid for Heroine in the Making to give her a Warlord trait. She has Indomitable Belief, which gives her +1 Invuln aura to the Shield of Faith ability. She has a Blessed Blade, and she has the Relic Litanies of Faith, which allows me to get +1 miracle dice per turn. So it should work out, hopefully, with all the buffs and things going on. I should be getting about 3 miracle dice per my turn, and one extra for Luke's as well. Then I've got Celestine as my actual warlord, with 2 Gemini accompanying her. For troops, I have 2 8 lady squads of troops, both with 1 heavy bolter in each, 1 melter in each, 1 sister superior with power sword, and 1 simulacrum in each as well. I have a basic squad of 5 sisters, absolutely nothing extra at all, just the basics. And then I have in the elites the Imagifier, and the Imagifier I have paid 1 CP to be Venerated Saint, which allows her to take 2 of the abilities. So I've taken the +1 Strength aura and the Ignore -1 AP aura to stack with the Valorous Heart, so infantry are going to be ignoring -2 AP. And then I've also taken the Book of St. Lucius relic with her. That's just to increase the aura by 3 inches. Then I've got a Retributor squad with 2 multi-melters, 2 heavy bolters, a simulacrum, and just a basic sister just to take off if the shots start coming in, and also an armored cherub to allow me to fire again. And then for the heavy support in that detachment, I've got 2 exorcists, and both of them have got hunter killer missiles on them as well. So then going into the Bloody Rose detachment, this is a Vanguard detachment, so it's costing 3 CP, and I've paid for an extra relic in this detachment as well. The HQ is Canoness Hannah, and she has the relic Beneficence for the +3 attacks chainsword, +1 strength, -2 AP, 2 damage. And then the elite options, I've got 2 squads of 9 Repentia. I'm actually using the Repentia Superiors as preachers today. I don't sadly have preacher models yet, but hopefully we'll do very shortly. And then I have 10 Zephyrim at the back with the pennant to allow me to reroll my charge rolls, and the 2 dedicated transports of the Rhinos, both with Hunter Killer missiles and Stormbolters. So that's my 2,000 points list of Adepta Sororitas.
All right, so that's Tom's list here. Really exciting to see Sisters of Battle painted up and finally entered into the league here on the channel. How well they will do against the Thousand Suns Chaos Space Marines, we'll have to see. This is a first-time combination that we've seen on the channel. Very much looking forward to seeing how these two armies get on in this fight. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here. It's priority targets been randomly determined from the Grand Tournament 2020 book, Strike Force size games. Deployment looks something like so. So one army goes in this corner, and the other goes in the opposing corner. Thousand Suns are going here. Tom's elected to go in the corner on the right-hand side. So Thousand Suns deployment zone marked by the line of orange dice, stretching all the way over into the corner of the table over there. And then Tom's deployment here for his Sisters of Battle behind this line of red dice. There's 5 objectives here in this game. There's one dead centre, it's just over there. Then one here in no man's land, one inside Tom's deployment zone over there, one inside the Thousand Suns deployment zone here, and then one in no man's land across the other side of the board. So these objectives in the corners here, they'll be moved in just a moment. We'll adjust those, and then we'll also go on to choosing secondaries here for this mission as well. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen. I've also adjusted the objective markers here, the ones in the corners. They've all been drawn closer to the centre of the table, so 6 inches across here with this one. Tom's moved his closer as well. I moved mine closer, and this one as well. So real constricting the zone here for holding on to objectives. So I think this is going to be a vicious fight between these two armies. Just can sense it here, the objectives being drawn closer together, both armies getting prepared to get stuck in. I don't think this is going to be an easy game for either side. For secondaries chosen, both of us have gone for priority targets. It's the extra one that comes, the optional one that comes with this mission. So it's the control of priority objectives. Thousand Suns have chosen this one, their home objective, and then Tom's chosen the one across the other side. If you control that at the end of your turn, you get 3 points. If you control both, it's worth 5 points. We've both gone for that. Engage on all fronts here with the Thousand Suns as their secondary, and then while we stand, we fight. It's trying to keep 3 most expensive units alive. It'll be the Demon Prince here, and the 2 units of Terminators, each of those worth 5 points. If we can keep them alive through to the end of the game. Tom's gone for a Bore the Witch, that's killing Psychers. Thousand Suns have 5 Psyker characters and 3 units with the Psyker keyword as well. And then Assassinate, a good combination, so destroying characters. Thousand Suns have 5 of those. That secondary is chosen for both armies here. We'll go on to deployment now, start alternating placing units on the board. Just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat's from gamemat.eu, and then much of the terrain that we're using as well is from them. So this terrain set here is dotted about the table, matching in perfectly with this Martian landscape here. But you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, and then also pre-painted terrain available from them as well. The link for them is in the video description below. Alright, so deployment done for both sides. For the Thousand Suns here, 3 units of Zangors strung out across the front. They're the blue meat shield here to try and absorb some of the damage coming through. Just the idea of this list is to surround and protect these Psychers. Rubik Marines forming up here. Behind them is Chicken Wing and Beaker. Araman and Disco Inferno over on this side. Double Mauler Fiend on the extreme left-hand side. 1 Mauler Fiend on this flank. And then the Demon Prince on this flank as well. And then for the Thousand Suns, as per usual, the 2 units of Terminators in Deep Strike Reserve. And then going around to the other side of the board here for Tom, the 2 Rhinos with their Repentia squads inside on this flank. So a bit of a face-off here against these Thousand Suns units. So just around here showing you Tom's point of view here. Retributors have taken up position on top of the Adeptus Mechanicus terrain. Battle Sister squads, the larger squads at the front, 1 and 2. The smaller squad is in there somewhere.
At the back, and then these are the Celestians, so they can protect the characters.
Right, okay. Celestine, the Living Saint, the Imagifier, and Beatrice is in there, and then Hannah was placed last.
Hannah's just over here.
She's tucked over the other side, okay. And then the 2 exorcists at the back. Reserves, yes, 1 unit for Tom. These sword ladies here. Zephyrin, that's the ones. And then the 2 squads of Repentir inside the rhinos. Okay, so that's deployment done for both sides. There is some distance here between these armies. Tom's saying it would be good if he can go first. He can let off an early volley here, which always has the potential to cause trouble for the Thousand Sons. It's better for them when they're able to get up the table unharassed on turn 1, but if Tom can let off a good salvo against them, it could disrupt things. But it's all down to the dice roll here.
I'm actually going to use a Patreon for my roll-off because I want to go first.
You can do if you want to.
Which side am I using today?
Right, these are Patrick's Patronic Dice. Patrick Darling from Winter Wizard 7, his YouTube channel and Instagram. We've seen him appear in a good number of our Challenger Scorpion games and Apocalypse as well, using his AdMech. He's donated some striking Scorpion style dice here to use for our patrons. So they've got some unique dice. So you take that column there, yeah, it's Bob Along Boy. Tom's going to...
Is he one of the legendary ones that got me one of the 3 6s in a row the last time I used these?
He could have been one of your sniper guys, yes. I'll just rely on the good old Xenos/Chaos dice.
Ladies first, or?
Yeah, I was going to say Chaos Scum, but you can... Ladies first, of course.
Yes. Go on.
Right, okay. No. These have served me well. Not this time. Okay, it's a 2. So Tom has to go first. So his wishes come true here. The debut game for the Sisters of Battle, their wishes come true. They get to go first and fire first here against the Thousand Sons of Chaos Space Marines. We're going to turn 1. It will be the Sisters of Battle that make the first move. Okay, so on turn 1, the usual conundrum here. Does Tom push forwards immediately to gain the middle ground, or does he let the Thousand Sons come to him? If Tom pushes forwards, there is the danger of the counterattack. If Tom holds back, then it surrenders the centre temporarily to the Thousand Sons. That's a conundrum that's come up plenty of times on turn 1. So both sides do need to tread carefully here. Both armies have the potential to win, but I've got a feeling this one's going to be a close one. So there's Tom's positioned everything for a reason. There's some buffs going on here. 5+ invuln save being granted.
Okay, so Valoris Hat means that they all ignore -1 AP and have a 6+ feel no pain. All of the normal troops and things in this area here. Mm-hmm. The Imagifier gives them +1 strength and ignore an extra -1 AP, so they're all ignoring -2 AP. Then Celestine gives them +1 to their Shield of Faith ability within a 6-inch aura, and then Beatrice gives them +1 to their Shield of Faith ability within a 6-inch aura. So everything here is ignore a -2 rend with a 4-up invuln.
God, there's some buffs going on.
Yeah, that's
impressive.
the perk of having the Valorous Heart mixed with then the close combat of the Bloody Rose.
So it's tricky for my Thousand Sons with their AP -2 Inferno weapons, but we'll just have to see what happens. We'll let Tom make his move here and see what he decides to do, whether to push forwards or to hold back for now. Alright, so movement's complete. You can see Tom's gone for more of a reorganisation here along the line instead of a push forwards here headlong towards the Thousand Sons Chaos Space Marines. So one of the main moves here, Battle Sister Squad stringing out across in front of the Rhino for now, just to shield that. Tom aware that with warp time I could get a unit up the board quite quickly, so just absorbing smite as well. You want to keep those Rhinos in good condition, ready to move when they need to. That's pretty much it, just lining up units here, adjusting the ranks and getting ready to let loose with the first volley of firepower here. Just treading cautiously, trying to be sensible and playing the game through to turn 5. Doesn't want to throw units away early on in this fight. Tom knows that he has firepower superiority at this stage, and probably for most of the game. We'll go on to... You got no Psychos, have you?
No.
Miracle Dice?
I rolled my Miracle Dice. I get 3 Miracle Dice. I get 1 for the Battle Round, 1 for Celestine, and 1 for the Relic on Beatrice. So I've got a 5, a 5, and a 3.
Okay. To work with. Movement's done. Not too much movement taking place. We'll sit back now and enjoy your firepower coming up next for the Sisters of Battle. I hate that stratagem.
So I'm using Storm of Retribution on the Retributors.
I knew there was something. He's going to increase their range, so he can. I think he's going to go
quite
after.
Expensive. It's 2 CP.
Okay.
So it increases. It not only increases their range. I'm only going to use it on the multi-melters.
Okay.
Because I have to pick 1. It increases the range by 12 inches and adds 1 to the damage roll as well.
Brilliant. Okay. And heavy bolters already in range 36. Okay, superb. So they're all going to fire, I'm guessing, at this Mauler Fiend.
Everything's firing at that Mauler Fiend.
Ugh, right, okay. Command reroll on standby.
So I'll start off with the heavy bolters.
Is this the advantage you're going first? Heavy bolters first of all.
Well, that was a good start. Reroll 1s for the Canoness. For Hannah. In fact, I don't think I get those reroll 1s because it's from a different detachment.
Yes, I'd imagine so.
Just the one.
Okay.
Just the 1 hit, and then I need a 5 to wound. No.
Okay.
So hopefully that's all the bad rolls out of the way.
I think a lot of players say that on turn 1.
yeah, fingers crossed. So that's 3. Do I want to push it?
Looking for a miracle at this stage, maybe.
I can't use a Miracle Dice because I've rolled it. So I can use a CP. I'm not going to. 3 to wound. What's your invuln?
5+, which I rarely pass with my orange dice.
Which means you're gonna. We'll roll for it. That was a mistake.
Ooh.
1 through. I'm going to use a command reroll on one of those.
Okay, 2 have made it through. Got a chance to block these on 5+ invuln saves here. We have blocked 1, and I think I'll leave it at that. We'll take the damage.
How many wounds have you got?
12.
So I'll use a 5 for instant 5 damage.
Very good. +1.
So 6 damage, yeah.
6 damage, nice. I could have command re-rolled.
I've got more D6 coming.
There's more D6 damage coming, yeah, so we're just going to just hold on here for now. But that could have been a lot worse, but the vehicle's been half destroyed here by firepower from the Retributors.
So we'll go with 2 Hunter Killers from both of these Rhinos. Hammer is behind them, and she's from the same detachment, so they will get reroll 1s. Luckily. Nope. So 1 hit.
Okay.
3s.
3s to wound.
Nope. I can't.
No. Okay. Well, the Patronics are there for you, Tom. Just call upon them if you need them. Remember what Bob Long Boy did at the start of the battle, the 6 to start. The others are raring to go to help you out. Right, it's Exorcists now. They're the main Heavy firepower.
I'm hoping you're going to let me be. You're going to be a nice guy, Luke.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to spend my ammo cherub to fire my multi-matter twice.
Of course. No, it's all. We're all.
So the little
cherub
baby flies away.
Okay.
So just same again. 2 hits.
2 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. I'll take the 5+ invuln save. Now, I might have to come and reroll this, Tom, because you've got a miracle on standby.
The only reason I was doing it this time is because I spent the CP. Otherwise, if I...
No, oh, it's just... No, totally no problem. What I'm saying is, because Tom's got that miracle dice on standby.
I can't use them again without you... Oh, I can, actually.
For damage.
Simulacrum. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay. Right, so here comes a 5+ invuln save. Power blast. I'm going to command reroll. Stop. Marcus Anthony. You can blame him.
Marcus won't betray me.
Yo!
I told you.
Are you going to take that miracle 5?
I'm
dead if you take it.
I know, but I also... let me just... I need to double check the rules for the simulacrum, because I think the simulacrum will allow me to use 2 miracle dice.
I see, right, okay. Right.
But I'll just double check.
Okay, we'll consult the rules to see what Tom can do. The fate of this Mauler Fiend hangs in the balance. You can.
Yeah.
So I'm dead.
I'll use my simulacrum for the once per phase, and cause 5 damage plus 1 is 6 damage.
Ugh, yuck. Right, okay. Well, you could turn my Patronics into Miracle Patronics. I could choose the score. No. Okay. I'll roll to see if it blow up. No, we don't. All right, but it's not a good start. Mauler Fiend destroyed. Yeah, Tom's killed the one where I spent ages doing the base work for that one, so it's gone. That's my one with the shredded Blood Angels Dreadnought on the base here. But we'll move on.
So 1 heavy bolter from the ground floor.
Yes, this is from
firing through the terrain into these guys.
-1, yeah. Okay.
-1 for moving, but it's just a -1.
Straight -1, yep.
So 4s. I am re-rolling 1s for these. Into 1s.
3's to wound.
1 wound.
Okay, we'll take a 5+ invuln save. Failed, so a Zangor shot.
To the same. So
Same squad, right, heavy bolter from across the other side. Good range, Tom, just to have those heavy bolters in the squads. 2 wounds come through. 5+ invuln saves again. Past 1, so another 1 slain. 2 casualties coming through. Always mourn the loss of the Mauler Fiends. It's sad to see that one go.
Okay, then we're going to fire the 2 heavy bolters. Oh, I'll go 1 at a time, obviously. 1 Exorcist first. It's going to fire the heavy bolter into the front rank.
Yes.
And then it's going to fire its Exorcist missile launcher and Hunter Killer into the far Mauler Fiend.
Yep.
So we'll go with the heavy bolters first into these guys.
Okay.
So 4s and 3s. 1.
Okay, 5+, yeah, blocked.
Okay, and then it's 3d3 shots from the main gun into the...
I just got a feeling these are going to be the real bane
2,
of the Mauler Fiends
4,
here, these Exorcists.
5. I will stick with it. So, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, no 1s. And then wounding on 3s. Terrible. 1.
Just the 1, 5+ invuln save. Yeah, just you hold it right there. Michael Fryer, your chance here to help out. Oh, almost didn't make it.
D6. 6.
6. Okay, right. Half destroyed. D6 damage is it's unreliable. Sometimes you get fantastic results, so very, very good.
The Hunter Killer from him?
Yes.
Or from her, even. Missed.
Okay.
Okay, so next one we'll do exactly the same. Heavy bolters into this front rank.
So even the tanks are being driven by ladies as well?
Yeah, of course.
No comment.
And they're playing the piano while we're going along.
Oh, wow, multi-talented.
Multi-talented to the max.
Okay.
So, heavy bolters into these guys. Rerolling 1s. Nope. And 3s. Oh, 3 didn't hit because I'm going through terrain, and 1 didn't, so that's fine.
Fine, okay, yep.
So into the one on the far end again.
If Tom claims 2 of these, it'll be a good...
3, 4, 5 again.
Yeah, 5 shots, 3s.
Rolling 1s. 3s. 2.
2 this time. I reckon that's going to do it, unless we block here. We don't block either. There's nothing I can do. Done it. Do we explode? This is rapidly taking shape here. This game, Maul of Fiend gone. That's 2 of them removed. Turn 1 has been a success. I think Tom would be exceptionally happy to have killed 2 Maul of Fiends here. Firepower finished.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Right. That is a very, very good result. A bit of morale. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem here, but the turn now comes to an end. Okay, so turn comes to an end. Morale's been passed for the Zangles just here. Maul of Fiends really succumbing to Sisters of Battle. Firepower here. Very, very impressive on turn 1, and what's to stop them from being just as impressive on future turns. 3 points picked up for Tom holding his home objective, which is this one across here. We'll go on to the first turn now for the Thousand Suns. Maul of Fiends being shot to pieces, but characters being screened here. They're safe enough at this point in the game. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Thousand Suns Chaos Space Marines. Alright, so we're on turn 1 here for the Thousand Suns. Trying to close the range here. It's tricky, this one. There is some distance between the 2 armies. Tom's done well on turn 1, taking out 2 of the Maul of Fiends. That's cut down at the close combat potential, moving quickly up the ball. Just the 1 Maul of Fiend. It's claimed the objective on the left-hand side. I think it knows it's doomed. It's going to be picked off here by Tom's firepower. We've moved it out onto the flank, at least making an advanced move. Zangor's sheltering as much as they can behind these Munitorum containers, and then just next to them, but tucked slightly back, is Aaron himself. Rubik Marines have pushed forwards. The screening unit of Zangors was at the front, has sort of swung around, made a V shape, and then we've tucked our characters in here. Tom does have a deep striking unit that could bring those characters down, so trying to shelter them as much as possible. Just tucking them back slightly just to try and protect them as much as we can. This unit of Zangors, the weakened unit, has lost 2 models, has advanced and has claimed this objective on this flank. The Dim Prince has moved out boldly to this point here at this stage. That's movement done. Remember, there's the 2 units of Terminators to arrive turn 2 onwards, potentially, but we'll go now on to Psychic Phase here on turn 1 for the Thousand Suns. So we're going to start with Chicken Wing first of all. He's just in here. We're going to go for Smite first of all. Nice and straightforward. Is in range of this Battle Sister squad. Range 24 for Thousand Suns. Goes off on 7. So Tom's he can't stop that. He's able to deny the witch, but he gets 1 dice, so he's not going to be able to stop that 7. So we're going to go for D3 Mortal Wounds, and we're off with a Mortal Wound coming through.
Ignore damage on 6s for Valorous Heart.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so 1 model slain from that front squad. Okay, it's a start, but we're nowhere near got our revenge yet at this stage. We'll go then for Glamour of Zinch. So I'm going to try and play that on the Demon Prince. We -1 to hit him if this goes off. Needing a 7. So that goes off as well. So -1 to the hit rolls on him. Right, next we'll go to Beaker. He's just next to him. We'll go for Prescience on the Rubik Marines. And I've got a feeling that's not gone off. No, it's a 7 required. We'll leave it at that. And then we'll go for another Smite across here. Needing a 6 this time. That's a 10. So that goes off. I think you have to get over 10 to get Super Smite. So D3 Mortal Wounds. And it is 3. So 6 is to block.
Nope.
No, 3 models slain. Not too bad, Smite. Taking its toll here. Moving on to the Demon Prince next. We'll go for Gaze of Fate first of all with him. A 5, so failed. Needing a 6 for that to go off, so we'll leave that one. Then we'll go for Smite with him. An 8, yes, there's a 7 required. D3 Mortal Wounds on that same squad, and it's 2 Mortal Wounds scored. 6 is to block. There's bound to be a 6 coming up soon. No, okay, 2 more models slain. Okay, that screening unit, they're taking a battering here from Psychic Might, but they're doing their job. They're stopping the wounds from coming through onto other units. So I could play a stratagem here to try and manifest another power whether it's worth it. I'm thinking of Treason of Zinch. It's an 8 though to make it go off across there, and then I've got to try and roll higher than morale. I really don't think it's worth it, and spend a command point on something that's potentially going to be a complete waste. So we'll hold at this point then. So we've now got Ahriman, still remains, and then Disco Inferno as well. So we're going to go for Disco Inferno first. I'm going to play Diabolic Strength first of all. I'm going to put it onto the Demon Prince. We can make it go off on a 9, which it does. So we'll add that onto him. And then Warp Time, combine that with Carbalistic Focus, so needing a 6, +2, +1 for his trait as well. So it's easily going to go off on a 9, 10, 11, 12.
I might use Purity of Faith to try and deny you.
Okay. Can you deny it? It's a 12 in total I've scored.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
So were you within 24 of me, or?
Ah, right.
I don't think you are.
Of one of your units, Disco here.
No.
No, okay.
No.
So I did regret holding him back, but maybe that's worked out to our benefit here. Tom's not able to stop him. So that's gone off. Going to move again with the Demon Prince, another 12 inches. Okay, so far so good from the Thousand Suns, as Psychic Power's working out quite well. 12-inch move down. The charge I'm trying to try and do is to swing around here to get base contact with this building and then attack these. But we'll see if that charge goes ahead. But so far, the first step is complete. Just the one Psychic... Oh, no. There's Psychic Power available from here. There's Doombolt. It's actually range 24. So it's Ahriman here. Doombolt's out of range. Ahriman across here. Range 24. He can reach his squad. And with his other Psychic Powers... Smite has to go against the closest unit, but there's other powers that he has that can go after other models that don't have to be the closest here. So we'll start with regular Smite, needing an 8 now, I think, for this to go off. So no, so we'll leave that one. And then we've got 2. We've got Infernal Gaze and then Zinch's Firestorm here. Okay, we'll go after Celestine here. So the first one then, Infernal Gaze. So it goes off on a Perils. Right, okay, so what we'll do is we'll play a...
Gaze of Fate?
Gaze of... Yeah, no, there's a stratagem. It lets me ignore a Perils. So that will go off. We'll ignore the Perils. We'll pay a command point for it. It's one of the newer stratagems. So this is Infernal Gaze. That gives me 3 dice and 4 pluses for Mortal Wounds. 2. Mortal Wounds caused on Celestine. Yeah, it's 2 pluses for the Gemini to intercept.
Yep, takes both of them.
Okay.
So 1 dead.
Oh, they're 2 wound models. Nice. Okay, so 1 slain. And then we'll go for Zinch's Firestorm, and we'll put it into Celestine as well. So see if this goes off. It goes off, needing a 7.
And what does this one do, just in case I want to deny?
Right, yeah, this is 9 dice,
6
needing 6s. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'll probably regret it.
No, this is the Xenos dice. You never know how many 6s. We get 2.
2.
So 2 come through.
2. 2. Yeah. I'll pass them off. Yep, both passed off. Super
Okay.
passed off.
Gemini slain. Okay, it's a start. So we're trying to erode away the Sisters of Battle here as much as we can with Psychic Powers. At the same time, just trying to be careful and protect our characters as much as possible. They're the ones that can dish out this Psychic Powers, this Psychic damage. But the need is to try and keep them alive for as long as we can. Apart from him, obviously moved him out aggressively, taking a risk here with this Demon Prince. But we've seen him do aggressive stuff before and it's paid off. We'll go on to shooting phase now. A little bit of firepower available for the Thousand Suns here as on their turn 1. Yeah, just a correction here. Tom's going to play it and put the 2 wounds onto Celestine and leave 1 Gemini alive. It means you can try and... Well, automatic, isn't it? Restore the other Gemini to play. It's a bit of tactical play there. I think it's the good move, despite the 2 wounds going through onto Celestine.
She cries on the floor and a Gemini sprouts out of the ground.
Yes, so she cries and... That's the myth.
Healing Tears is what it's called.
Healing Tears. Okay.
So, yeah. She
That's
cries, tears drop on the ground. Then
Yes.
Jack and the Beanstalk, a little
Yes.
sprouts up, and then it slowly grows a Gemini over 1 turn.
Okay, right, brilliant stuff. So it's good play. The bodyguard being used here to protect Celestine. Psychic phase finished. Shooting phase here, just the Rubric Marines here with some firepower available from them. Right, shooty phase is finished. They're out of range. They were in range, but Tom's removed the models that were closer and falling half an inch short here, of range 24. So we're going to charge. It's just the one charge to try and go ahead with it. Yes, charge has gone ahead. That's worked out okay. We're just discussing the options here. So I can fight at touching the bottom of this building. I can fight against this squad, no problem. My weapons are AP -2, and apparently Tom ignores AP -2 here. Remind us.
So Valorous Heart, I ignore AP -1.
Yes.
And then my Imagifier that has +3 inches to the
9-inch range.
aura ability takes it to this one, and then that's an extra -1. So that means I'll still get a 3+ save against you, ignoring damage on 6s, and can perform 2 acts of faith, and I've got 2 3s in my miracle dice pool as well.
Right, so I think at best I might kill just one model. If you're going to go for miracle dice being used, yeah. So I'm going to divert my attacks into this Rhino instead. It was the second choice. But we'll go for that because there's no stopping the -2 with this one on this Rhino.
No, just
right.
my fight.
No, we'll go for that. Base of 4, 3 attacks for the Twin Malefic Talons, extra attack for Hateful Assault, extra attack for Diabolic Strength. So looking for 2s. Rerolling 1s. So you're Imperial, aren't you?
So you might have actually, you might have killed the other ones after.
That's ridiculous. Right, so they've all hit. We've created 5 extra attacks with Death to the False Emperor. Oh dear, we'll see if we can hit. Rerolling, well, still need to reroll 1s. That holds the record. That's the most amount of hits I've ever got with him. And we're looking for 3s to wound here with Diabolic Strength. +1 makes a Strength 8, yep, so 3s. Okay, no complaints whatsoever. It's 10 saves of 5+. Oh, it looks good. It looks really good.
So you got 5 through.
10 damage.
10 damage. I've got 11 wounds, I think, as a Rhino.
Oh, let's have a little look. I've got a feeling it is 11 wounds. I've got a feeling it is. Quickly turn the page, quickly. I should know this is a Rhino.
10 wounds. Kaboom.
10? Yeah. Kaboom. Unless you command reroll. 5+.
No, I'm happy for you to get the Repentier out.
Okay, 6 is to...
Oh, am I happy for you to get the Repentier out? Because then I might lose some when they get out.
Mm-hmm.
And if I explode.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, go on, don't worry.
Okay.
I can't roll that many ones, right?
Well, it's a 6 to blow up first of all.
No.
No, but there's a 1.
Well, that one that can be all the way fine.
Right, so we'll let Tom roll up here for the squad, and there's a model, a priest.
Yeah.
Right. Just capture this.
Oh, I knew I was going to do that. 2 1s.
Not too bad.
2.
Okay. 2 removed, and then he can disembark with the rest. Okay, so I'm going to sit exactly where I am. Tom's disembarked, Rhino removed from play, bit of morale to resolve, and the turn comes to an end. Okay, so morale passed, no problem here. Tom rolled a 1 for these, and something miraculous has happened.
Yeah, so that means I gain a miracle dice for Purity of Valor, and then I'm going to spend 1 CP for Test of Faith, which allows me to gain D3 more miracle dice, and I'm going to use
A Patronic.
to see how many I gain.
Mr. Swan, Andrew Swan here with his dice.
2.
No, not bad.
And I'll use 2 of these to see what miracle.
Oh, one at a time. First one here is Chris Haim.
4.
That's not bad at all. High score is good. And then Frank Verfecki. He gets you the 6.
Frank, you legend.
Keep those over.
So, Frank.
Oh no, keep them, and then Frank and Chris, you can call them out. Yes, as we go along. All right, so Patronic's being added to Tom's miracle pile now. Okay, so end of turn. It's ended on a high note. Oh, go on then.
Don't forget me attacking you. So, all right. So we'll just pile in with these 2.
They're fighting away. Yep.
And then
So Tom will be grateful for any wounds coming through here against this Demon Prince.
won't be likely to get any, I don't think. Sister Superior gets 2 attacks. These are Valorous Heart, so they don't get any additions.
Okay.
So 2 attacks hitting on 3s.
Oh, hitting on 4s because of
hitting on 4s.
Glamour of Zinch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Valorous Heart Canoness is nowhere nearby, so no rerolls there. And no wounds.
Okay.
And then the normal sister hits. And no wounds, so that was glorious.
Yeah, from upstairs, 4 are going to fight. 2 hits.
2 wounds.
Strength 3, toughness
Yeah.
6.
Oh, are you talking 6?
Yes.
Yeah, no, so nothing then.
Nothing coming through. Okay, so some sisters trying to cause some
Sisters were
wounds.
trying to do it themselves, but they didn't.
Okay, no, hasn't made it through. So, turn comes to an end here. I think frustration to some degree for the Thousand Suns that they do mourn the loss of the 2 Mauler Fiends, but in return, we've done some damage. Rhino destroyed, some disruption caused. The Sisters of Battle, regular models being frazzled here with psychic powers. But I think Tom, with the advantage at this stage, will calculate points being picked up. 2 points picked up for engaging all fronts, I think, for the Thousand Suns, and 3 points picked up for holding our home objective as well. So we'll pick up some points coming in as we prepare to go on to turn 2 here in this fight. So turn 1 finished. We're on to turn 2 now for the Sisters of Battle coming up next. Okay, so we're on turn 2 here for the Sisters of Battle. Tom's pulled out a pretty good move here. This looks like a good plan. For primaries, didn't mention it when describing the scenario, but for control of 1 primary objective at the start of your command phase is worth 5 points, 2 or more is worth another 5 points, and controlling more than the opponent is worth another 5 points on top of that. You add Tom just controlling his home objective, so 5 points picked up for primaries. So we knew this would be a priority for him to try and deal with, but he's also pulled out some other moves here, which will bring the fight to the Thousand Suns a lot quicker than expected. 2 Exorcists here, moving and pivoting. It's pretty obvious their target's going to be the Mauler Fiend holding on to that objective. Then using a Miracle Dice to guarantee a 5-inch advance of this Battle Sister squad. It's just to push them forwards to claim this objective here in the middle of the table. Celestine jumping 12 with the Gemini model restored to play. Gemini just behind her. Sister squad, the smaller squad, fanning out across here. The Rhino disembarking the Repentia squad first and moving around, just following up behind. Banner's just here. The Repentia squad. So Rhino here, disembarking 3, moving 6, and then using a Miracle Dice to go another 5 on the advance. And they'll be allowed to charge because to use a CP to guarantee their charge, or to let them charge. And then Tom's saying he's going to line up 2 Miracle Dice. He's got loads of Miracle Dice here.
My Patreon, they've given me a total of 10, so I can get into your characters.
From there,
Yeah.
into that lot, because of miraculous patronic dice being used. That is a deadly move with Repentia. The speed that they can go is incredible. The other Repentia squad just fanning out, getting ready to go in, guaranteed charge with them. But ideally, you'd want to shoot that first, resurrect it, and then charge it.
Yeah, I need to kill him once before.
So have you paid the 2 CP?
No, I don't need to pay yet.
You don't pay it yet, right? So there's a decision to make because Tom's running a bit low on command points. So he's pulled back, and it would cost him 2 command points to allow him to shoot. And the ideal situation would be to shoot, destroy this thing, then kill it as it resurrects in close combat. That's the ideal situation here against this Demon Prince. But a strong move here. If this go, well, we know this charge is going to go ahead because it's a guaranteed 10. So if Tom's able to cause trouble...
There's going to be issues because I think in the ideal situation, you don't really want to be charging with 2 squads of Repentia at once because the interrupt.
Ah, yes, interrupt play.
If you interrupt over there, you'll probably wipe them. And if you interrupt over here, you'll probably wipe them.
Okay.
So
it's a tricky situation.
that's the problem.
And then Xeraphim, they've turned up at the back. So Tom's trying to go for a double sandwich situation here against the Thousand Suns. But
I've got 9 charge distance.
With Miracle Dice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's powerful stuff. It's looking strong here. Very promising with Sisters of Battle. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. So Tom's just thinking about where to shoot. At this point, I'll just mention resources here for these armies. And there's no painting tutorial for the Sisters of Battle, but you can go onto Tom's Instagram page, 40K's Captain Shenanigans. Yeah, you can go on there. I'm following him on my Instagram, but you can keep track of his Sisters of Battle and then all the other armies that he's working on as well. Then for the Thousand Suns, there's plenty of painting tutorials available for them on the Plus channel. So we have Rubik Marines, Zangors, and how to paint Mauler Fins. 3 painting tutorials available and for the Thousand Suns on the Plus channel. So have you decided? There's so much shooting available here.
Yeah, it's just whether to use those 2 CP to...
What would you do, viewer, in this situation? Pull back, unleash firepower and try and bring this thing down? Or just... I don't know. You could wait. You could do all your firepower.
The difficulty is those 2 CP. It's 1 CP to reroll all wounds against psychers for any of my units.
Right.
So that would be extremely helpful. And it's 1 CP for +1 to wound.
So doing that's a no-brainer. It's just your lack of CP is the problem.
Lack of CP that's causing it. Yeah. If I had 5 CP right now, then I'd be doing that straight away. But I'm just trying to weigh up realistically how many shots from 4 multi-motor shots effectively are going to get through to actually cause any damage.
Okay. Tom's on the verge of a good turn here, I think, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to need a few seconds, I think.
Sisters of Battle, it's a good choice. If you're bad at rolling dice, Sisters of Battle is the good army to go for with Miracle Dice, because it saves you having to worry about dice scores. You could just get some guaranteed dice rolling.
What I'll do, I won't decide on that yet. I'll start with an Exorcist.
Yes.
And I'll fire the first Exorcist
into the Mauler Fiend.
Into the Mauler Fiend. Yeah.
Yes. And Heavy Bolter?
Heavy Bolter will go into the Zangors here.
Yep. Okay, here it comes.
Heavy Bolter into the Zangors. All hit. 1 wound. See, that's where the new Sisters of Battle model will come in. The Palatine, because she'll allow me to reroll once.
Right. Not saved. This is the number of shots now.
So 5 again. It's 5 every time so far.
3s.
Nope. 3s.
3s again.
2.
2 have made it through. 5 plus in one stage. I'd love to pass these, really would. Oh no, 2d6 damage. Do we at this stage? No, I've got to save it. So away you go, double 2d6. He's looking at his Miracle Dice. Yeah, you could use the 2.
Yeah, I could use the 2. The 2 would be good. I'll roll for it.
Use this 10 here, Tom.
In fact, these boys never fail me, so...
Hey, he's getting on well with the patrons, yes. It's Longbow BB, the first one. 3, okay, and then Lucas Becker. 2, alright, 5 wounds caused. Okay, so 7 wounds remain. Hannah's going to fire. She's got
Hannah's going to fire an Inferno Pistol, yep, so hitting on 2s.
Or 3s, but you still hit.
Wounded on 3s. No. That's Inferno Pistols for you.
Okay.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, well, let Tom think about what to do here. Okay, Tom reckons he's not going to use the Retributors to shoot again, costing 2 CP. But
CP, I only get 4 decent shots, hitting on 4s, not re-rolling 1s. It's too much.
Okay. So the Exorcist is going to shoot. Heavy Bolter is going to go into the Demon Prince, and then the Rockets are going to go across into the Mauler Fiend to try and finish it off, which is a fair chance of doing so.
Heavy Bolters, re-rolling once. And
5s.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so 3d3 from the Exorcist. That's better. 3, 6, 7, 8.
Right, I should be able to do this. be surprised if you don't.
Roll them once.
God.
That was awful. Oh dear. So not break.
3 to wound. This is an important enough roll. The Moldafine's on its own. It's not real much of a threat, but it is sitting on top of
I'm going to hold
an
one dice
objective.
back for a minute and roll these 4 first. And then instead of rolling that one, I'm going to use a 3 to wound.
To make sure it goes through.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
3.
miracle dice.
Yep.
5+ invuln saves. We've blocked 1. Right, okay, so I could go for 2d6. An average score will destroy this thing. I could try and go for a command reroll. I think I will at this point, so I'm going to use a CP. So I'm going to go for... Raycross. Just got a good feeling about... Oh no, just roll it. Here it comes. Raycross, help me out. No.
No?
No. I've not got any success yet with the Patronics.
I've got a Patronic left.
Oh, he's going to use his last one.
Let's see if we can show you how it's done, Luke.
Luke.
Oh, Luke. Luke versus Luke. Who will win?
So, Luke Schwengel.
Oh, Luke.
Okay. You need a 6 to blow me, to destroy me.
Sorry, I'm staring at that.
Oh, he's looking at miracle dice. Oh dear, right. Have a think about what to do. You could use a miracle to get the guaranteed kill, but then... Okay. This is the regular dice roll. Something high would be good. Okay.
No. So
You could command reroll one of these. Yeah, you'd need to get a 5. Yeah, 5+. I say yes. You can't use miracle dice to reroll on a reroll.
Yeah,
it has to be a fixed score. Right, gotcha.
So I just need to decide whether I want to risk rerolling the 1.
And get a 5+.
Do I want to give Luke another chance? I will give him another chance.
A lot of tough choices here in this game. It's only turn 2, but here it comes. Luke Schwengel. Just 1 point short. 4 wounds caused plus the 2.
Yeah, so
6 wounds down to 1 wound left on the Moldafind. Okay, so pistol firepower here from the Seraphim. 5 into here, 4 into the Zangles, just the softer targets.
The 5 first. Toughness 4, isn't it?
Yep.
4s.
All of them.
So these are AP -1 because of Bloody Rose.
5+ invuln saves. Lost 2. I'll drop away here with those. Just taking 2 casualties.
And the ones
Across the other side, yeah.
2.
5+ invuln. Past 1. Not another model slain. So going up to 2 casualties on them.
Done.
Sure. Shooting phase is finished.
Yep.
We'll go on to charges now. This is the critical point in the game for both armies here. If we're saying this charge is going to go ahead, save that 10-inch charge. There's a bit of a risk with this one. It may well go in, or it may not. It's re-rollable. This one.
Oh, I didn't use the
Didn't use it.
dice,
So it's going to go ahead.
9-inch charge automatic, yeah.
Right, okay. So we'll measure up here, move some models, but this is the key point in the game. It's quite early here, but Sisters of Battle have decided to take the fight to the Thousand Suns. Multiple nasty combats potentially to go ahead. The danger is Thousand Suns have 3 command points. There could be an interrupt play here as well. So this is going to... a lot of thoughts needs to go into this here from both sides. We'll let Tom make his charge moves. Okay, it's very interesting, this one. There's a lot of brain work going on here in this game. Tom has elected to charge in.
Stupidly, probably.
Yeah, he's concerned about the interrupt play that this thing can do, because I think Tom is saying that the priority must be here to fight first, to try and take out these 2 exalted sorcerers. Hannah's gone in. The priestess has gone in as well. Here against the Dim Prince. He can't take all of them out, so the idea is to try and just cause as much trouble for him as possible. Across here, the Pentia squad's gone in, Priestess has gone in here against the Zangors, and the Seraphim, their guaranteed charge, going in just against the Rubik Marines. So multiple combats. The danger is the interrupt play. Thousand Suns have 3 command points left, so they can definitely do it. So Tom is saying he must fight here at first. The priority is to take out Beaker, and then also Chicken Wing as well. Okay, so piling move made here. 4 models are going to go against Chicken Wing. 3 models are going to go against Beaker, and then one model's out of it, keep them within 6 inches to the priestess to get the extra attack. It's worth it. And this one here can go against the Rubik Marines. So 4 attacks each.
Yep.
2 base.
2 base, +1 for Bloody Rose, +1 for the priestess.
Right.
So hitting on 4s. 6s are extra hits.
Oh,
And re-rolling. 6s are extra hits because I took the passion. That's a sacred right. And re-rolling because I'm zealot.
Chicken wing doesn't stand a chance.
So what's that? 5 extra. And we're looking at 3s.
Not strength 8.
No, strength 6. Strength 8 would be. Yeah, I mean they're bad enough. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. If you could fail 3, that would be wonderful.
Right, so I need a miracle. Okay. No comment. So chicken wings gone. Removed from play. Okay. So he'll resurrect next turn. That's a check. Here comes the next one.
So extra hits. Rerolling for zealot.
This is Beaker here.
Extra hits. So 3 extras.
Oh boy, Beaker's going to go the same way. He's going to die.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9, okay. 5 pluses.
Oh, that was close.
What's your damage?
2 damage each.
Right, yeah, 10 wounds, so you only killed him twice over. That's the end of him.
And then into the Rubiks.
Yes.
An extra hit.
Any damage here would be very helpful. Actually, it'll help the Zeraphim out.
So that's 4.
At minus...
Minus 4.
Right, so we'll take 5 plus in mod save. No, that's not good at all. We've lost 4. That is not good at all. I'll take...
I'm not quite sure it's massive.
It's the size of the chainsword, swinging around and hacking down 4 Marines. I can well imagine here. Okay, so that's a deadly blow against them. Tom will be able to swing in here. We've taken them from this end, just hoping perhaps less models can fight, because Tom's it's a 3-inch pilot move when they come to fight. Okay, so mission accomplished across here. I think I must interrupt play with the Demon Prince. Okay, 4 base, 3 for the Mythic Talons, Hateful Assault, and then 1 for Diabolic Strength. We're going to put them all into the Repentius squad. Try and cut those down as much as we can. Rerolling 1s. No death to the False Emperor at all. 2s to wound. And all of them except 1. So 8 invuln saves here. Of 6 plus.
Yeah, 6s. Save 1.
7 dead. 2 damage a time.
That's all of them. No.
Feel no pain?
Feel no pain. So 2 damage a time, yeah.
Double 6s required.
Theirs is 5 plus.
5s or 6s on 2 dice.
Nope, 1 dead.
Okay.
Oh, 1 alive.
Well done.
2 dead. 3 dead. Another 1 alive.
Brilliant.
Another 1 alive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, they're not 2 wounds. I'm thinking of Arco Flagellants. Dead. So what are we on to? 6, and then 1 more. Or was it 8?
Almost. Yeah, 2 kept alive. Well done. Good dice rolling. There. Okay, so Tom still has the potential. I think he's still got the potential to do damage here to this Demon Prince. So Tom's free to fight now. Any of his charging units free to attack.
Did your Demon Prince get straight back up, or is it end of phase? It's end of phase.
End of phase, yes.
Well, we'll go with the Repentia. Yeah, you've had your interrupt, so we'll go with the...
Yes, you're free to
Toughness?
Toughness 6.
6, so I need 4s to wound. So do I go for reroll?
Tom's got 1 CP left. You can use it on a stratagem here to get reroll.
Reroll all wounds against Psykers.
So you're going to spend it?
Yeah, I'm going to spend 1 CP for Suffer Not the Witch.
Okay.
So that's 3 additional hits. Rerolling these.
This is from 2 models.
Okay, so I'm going to reroll that because I'm -1 to hit you, so I'm actually on 5s. So that's...
Oh, yes, you are. How interesting. Okay.
3 extra. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then I'm on 4s to wound. And reroll them. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Are you, question here, you're a Pentia, are they 4+ to hit, or are they 3+ -1?
4+ to hit.
Right, okay. Just wondering about the stackable minuses.
The max is -1 anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so how many here?
2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, come on, it's 3 up. Should be fine. 6 damage.
Oh, 2 damage a time?
Yeah.
Right, okay. 6 damage. Yeah, I've got a command point available for a command reroll, but there could be worse damage coming through.
Hannah's got 8 attacks or something.
Right, okay. We'll let the damage come through and see if Hannah can finish off the imprints. Okay, here she comes. This is Hannah's attacks.
So I believe she gets +1 for the priest. I'll just check quickly.
It counts as...
No, she doesn't.
Right.
I don't believe so. Oh no, she does. Yeah, +1 attack. So she's on 9 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
Or 3s.
Rerolling 1s or 3s. Which was very
Yeesh,
helpful. Now
okay.
I need 5s.
Right.
And I get 1.
And that's damage of...
2.
Be enough to kill me. Let's get a 3+. Hold it right there. Will Wright. Because my patrons have really helped out so far. Come on, Will Wright.
Yep.
Yes, 6. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. We're still alive, blocking Hannah's wound from coming through.
The preacher
Yes.
gets 3 attacks, +1 for chainsword, +1 for bloody rose, +1 for preacher, and weapon skill 4, so only 5s. Is a preacher zealot? They are indeed. So they're 2. That's 3 extra hits for the 6s.
Nice.
5s.
5s again.
It's 6s actually, so only 1.
Because strength 3, yeah. Okay, 3+ invuln save. Passed, alright, so we've got 2 wounds remaining on the Doom Prince, still alive.
These are hitting on 3s.
Okay, so Tom's moved in, they're all going to get to attack, it's no problem. The distance was too short to try and limit that. Hitting on 3s, we'll really miss the Rubric Marines if they are cut down. Power swords are +1 strength, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna survive this here.
And I reroll all wounds. So 3 extras. I'm just going to get these 4, 5 out and replace them with red ones.
Okay. This is the roll here. And looking exceptionally good. Incredible. Dice are on fire. Way above average.
2,
Need another miracle here.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. I need to pass. I need to pass 10. 10 out of 15, 5+ invulns. Yeah, so it's something incredible. We'll roll up, see what we get. Oh, it was a noble effort. But in the end, nowhere near enough. So we've lost the Rubric Marines. They're gone. Okay. I was wondering if we could hold Tom up here, but it's gone well. He's hammered these 1000 Suns units. There's one more charge unit to go. It's the Preacheress.
Exploding. So 1 exploding, so 4s. 1.
One makes it through and failed, so we'll lose a Zangor here.
Oh,
Right, chainsaw generates an extra attack. We'll just add that in.
which generates 2 extra attacks. And 1 more.
5+. Past that one. Okay. So all of Tom's attacking units are now finished. Dim Prince has finished his attacks over there. So we've got Zangors to fight. Zangors here, they have to go in against the Repentia, and then Disco Inferno can pick where he wants to fight as well. Okay, so Zangors here, all of them getting to fight except this one here. So it's 7 of them. So 14 attacks, and then the extra attack for the Twist Braves here. So looking for 3s. We can reroll 1s because of the Disco. We don't get Death to the False Emperor though, so we'll take those away. Toughness 3?
Yep. I'm just wearing t-shirts.
Yep, just about. 3s. Right, so we have caused... So it's come at a cost to the Repentia, but they're the kind of disposable unit, aren't they? 8.
So 6 up Invulnerable Save.
Okay.
Save
Nice,
2.
okay.
And then 5 up Feel No Pain.
You'll limit the damage here. Yeah, nice.
Lose 4.
Okay, 4 slain. So Tom's taken models from here. He's stuck, so he now has to fight against the Seraphim. So, Disco Inferno here. So 4 attacks plus 1 for Hateful Assault. With a rod going into here, 2s. Rerolling 1s. Death to the False Emperor. Rerolling 1s. 2s to wound. All of them except 1. AP minus 1.
5. So they've got, they get automatically +1 to their Shield of Faith, so they've got a 5 up Feel No Pain. 5 up Invulnerable.
Well, what's their save though? 3 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do 4 up saves then. Yeah.
Oh, right, you're only -1.
Yeah, AP
How many?
minus 1. 5.
Okay, 1 failed.
Alright, 1 model slain. There's the disc. He's on a disc of Zinch, which hits and actually causes a Death to the False Emperor, which gets another hit. And 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 more saves, no minus here. Yeah, we've picked off another one. Okay, parley move made here. This is a character, so we're rolling our hit rolls. It's looking for 3s. No kind of re-rolls going on. Oh yes, there's roll against characters. Helped a little bit. God, that's pretty impressive from the Zangors. 3s to wound.
A lot.
Zangor's happy to get stuck in here. They're low priority. Tom's not targeting them, and rightly so, but they're attacking in numbers here because they're not been picked on so much. There's 11 have made it through at -1.
4 up Invulnerable. Squished.
No, okay, destroyed.
Officially squished.
Okay, we've moved them on another 3 inches to well and truly claim this objective. That'll help keep us in the game for a little while at least. I guess casualties coming on both sides. Tom has the advantage, cause more trouble. He's taken out 2 Exalted Sorcerers. That's a deadly blow for the Thousand Sons. But Thousand Sons do have those 2 units of Terminators to turn up. They could help to try and remedy the situation here, but Tom definitely has the impetus at this stage. A bit of morale to resolve on both sides. We'll check that next. All right, so turn finished. Morale holds for everybody. No one's failed morale. Both sides wanting to stay in the fight. So we'll go. Those can disappear. They come off. We'll go on to a fresh turn here. Turn 2 for the Thousand Sons. They've got a wrestle situation. This is a league game. So be sure to check out the Plus channel. There is the league table. That's free for everyone to see. Just go onto the Plus channel website. There's a tab that says league. That'll give you the results for all of our games, where each of the factions is in the league table. As well. The idea is that we're playing a season battle reports, so at the start of the year all the way through to the end of the year all the armies get to play 3 games. Then we'll have a knockout stage towards the latter part of the year, and then there'll be a season final to see who will be the champion, which was one of Tom's armies last year. So Tom did very well being crowned champion with his Adepta Sororitas. But it's a fresh start here, multiple factions battling it out for a chance to go through to the final, including Tom's Sisters of Battle debut for them in our season battle reports. Turn finished here. Thousand Sons taking damage, but not quite out of the fight yet. We'll go on to their turn 2 next. Right, so turn 2 for the Thousand Sons here. Trying to reform the line, protect what psychers we have left, and to prioritise these 2 objectives here is what we're going after. So 10 points have been picked up for primaries at the start of their turn for controlling that objective and this one across here. Points for Tom. We didn't recap it at the end of his turn, so...
Priority targets, I got 5 because I was holding your objective
Both.
as well as mine.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then 6 points for 2 of all the witch characters and 6 points for 2 assassinates.
Very good amount of points. We'll get a score actually just at this point, just to give us an idea of the current situation. Tom's going to total up the points here. Terminators have arrived. This is the last move. Both of them deep striking down here, 9 inches away from these sisters units. They're 9 inches away across here. We pulled the Demon Prince back. We're going to lose his psychic powers, but we're trying to form a screen to try and protect him for a little bit longer, because Tom will get to go first here in close combat, and then Dim Prince will probably be slain. So pulled him back to try and, in a bid to try and keep him alive. And then here, remaining in close combat with the Zangors, Disco Inferno remaining in close combat. Araman's jumped around 12 inches. Zangors have moved around 6, getting ready to charge. Zangors have moved off this objective and going to try and clear away the Repentia as well. Tom has no command points, so we're going to try and take advantage of fighting first without interruption. Thousand Suns have 1 command point generated at the start of the turn. Mortal Fiend's going to sit on top of that objective, trying to survive. It's pulled back. 1 wound auto restored, so up to 2 wounds with that. Thousand Suns taking a battering, but they're not out of the fight yet. This game, it's been a good one though. It's a good combination between these two armies here. Enjoyed this game so far. So much has happened. It's only turn 2. We'll go on to the psychic phase. Tom's score, yes.
25 to me, 20 to you.
Ooh, a close scoreline as well. Okay, we'll press on. Psychic phase for Thousand Suns coming up next. So we'll start with, can't do him, we'll start with Doombolt. It can go into any model, so we'll go into the banner here, if it goes off. It does, on a Perils. Now, we've got to be careful with that, because we can end up sucking models into the warp here. So I'll play Blast. I'll play the stratagem that ignores it. And it goes off on a 12. So that's Doombolt, which is here. So you can just pick a model. It's range 18 plus 6, 1,000 Suns, range 24. Unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. And it's half movement as well. So damage is, it's 3 mortal wounds caused. This is the 6 plus feel no pain.
None ignored.
Okay. Yes, Tom's tanked the wounds on the squad that's able to do bodyguard work. Just next, the Celestians, yeah. Okay, so they've absorbed all the damage, keeping the banner without any damage coming through. But good start, a bit over-enthusiastic with the double 6 for Perils. We'll go for low-grade Smite here from this one. And that fails. So this is finished around here. Disco Inferno next. So I'm not going to do Astral Blast, I'm going to do Smite, which goes off. D3 mortal wounds, just a mortal wound on the Seraphim squad. And then I'll put, it's not even worth it, I'm going to leave Diabolic Strength. There's no one else I want to put it on. Warp Time, no, so we'll leave it. I don't want to risk the danger of Perils, so I'll leave it at that there for Disco Inferno. Araman next, we'll go for Smite with him. So that goes off. D3 mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds on the Seraphim squad. No feel, no pain at all?
Nope, they're not Valorous Hat.
Okay, we'll go for the other powers from Araman. I'm going to go into that Battle Sister squad, the one that's claiming the objective. So, Zinch's Firestorm first of all. God, I wish that was Smite. Okay, so it goes off an 11. So it's 9 dice. Then 6s. There's 2. 2 mortal wounds caused.
1 ignored.
Okay, just 1 casualty caused. And then Infernal Gaze. It's actually a 5 required, so that does go off.
I will try and deny that.
Yes, you're allowed to, yeah.
I can do it with a D6. No.
Okay. 4 pluses. Triple 6.
So none.
Okay, so 4 casualties in total from that Battle Sister squad. Yeah, okay, so damage coming through there against that squad, and that is the Psychic phase finished. We're going to Shooting phase next. A bit more firepower available in the form of these Terminators. Inferno Pistol. Hits, 3s to wound. Yes, -2. This is Disco Inferno shooting whilst in close combat.
Failed.
Feel no pain for them?
Nope.
Okay, 1 more model slain, so that's 4 in total. Nothing Araman can do, can't fire into close combat. Zangors don't have pistols. Nothing over there. That's it. Okay, so onto the Terminators. Okay, so just allocating the shooting here. Can't pick on Hannah because she's within range of one of the Lookout Sir units, so can't go after her. And she's not the closest model, so she can't be picked on. This is Inferno Combi Bolters, so one of them's going to go across here. This is the Soul Reaper cannon going upstairs. Then 2 Hellfire missile rack shots going into the tank, and the rest of the Combi Bolters going into this squad across here. So do a couple of shots into the tank. It's the squad on the right hand side firing. We already ones because of the Dim Prince. So we've got our hits. Forced to wound though. And Snake Eyes will not do it, so failed. Try and pick off the Repentia here. All hit, 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. Invuln saves a 6+.
Nope.
No.
And just 1 damage?
1 damage at a time, yeah.
I've got feeling pain? Nope, perfect.
Okay, picked them off.
So I get a miracle dice, because they die. They just jump.
Nice. Soul Reaper Cannon, needing 3s. And then needing 3s to wound. Just the one. So AP -3 upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, -3. Yeah, 1 wound. So 6.
Do they get +1 for being in cover?
No, it's the dense terrain. It's just -1. Yeah.
So just take that off.
That's right, just the bolter. Member of that squad removed.
How many damage is it?
Just the one.
Just the one. No, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll do these next. Just try and get rid of that body to guard squads. Need 3s. Reorder 1s. Okay, so we'll take those away. 3s to wound. So all of them. Right, so Tom is ignoring AP -2. So it's 10 saves with 3+ here for this squad. Does make some difference, but there's a fair number of dice to roll here.
These 3 just, but they got their feel no pains.
Pains, yeah.
1's still alive.
Okay, so 2 slain. Okay, with the next squad, we're going to fire upstairs with everything. Really do need to try and get rid of that squad up there if we can. So we'll do all the combi bolters first of all. So looking for 4s. You can reroll 1s. Way above average. It's going to be 3s to wound. And we've failed with quite a few yet. Take those away. 9 saves. Sorry, 8. 8 saves. No minus at all. So 8.
These are
Damage 1.
just damage 1.
Yeah, -2.
8.
Ah, right. Tom has some miracle dice available.
What have you got to go?
Right, so we still have the Soul Reaper Cannon. That's AP, 4 shots, AP -3.
Yeah.
And then we have the Hellfire Missile Rack, which will be damage D3. 2 shots, strength 8 -2.
I'll just roll. I'm going to roll 4 to start with.
Okay.
Yeah, terrible.
Okay, 3 have made it through. It's quite deadly. Tough here. This squad's very, very useful, especially for taking out Terminators and so on. But they're being picked on here by the Terminators first.
4 in total, so
4 slain, yeah.
So
Get
3.
1 alive. 3 dead. Okay. Okay, I'll let Tom choose his models. Hellfire Missile Rack. Missed with both. Reroll this one. Hits. Nope. Fails because of the terrain. And then finally the Soul Reaper Cannon. Needing 4s. Just the one. 3s to wound. No. I was expecting that to do better. That was the one with the AP -3, but it stops at that point. Casualties have come through, but Tom has managed to keep a heavy bolter and the 2 multi-melters alive. We'll go on to charges next. Yes, there's no other firepower left. We'll go on to charges for the Thousand Suns next on their turn 2. Yeah, Tom's saying Thousand Suns are trying to wrestle their way back into the fight here. Charges going ahead. Zangor's charging in here and here. There's a lot of them still alive, and they'll relish the opportunity to get stuck into close combat against these lightly armed targets here. Araman's gone in as well. What we're trying to do is to clear this section away, free up our characters again, and then reform the skirmish line here. It didn't try any attempts to charge with the Terminators. Happy just to sit on that objective for now, at least. We'll go on to... Yeah, I'm just thinking about another charge. No, we'll leave it. We'll go on to combat resolution here. Right, so we'll go for Aaron first of all. 4 attacks base, +1 for hateful assault. So 2s for hits. Death to the False Emperor. 2s to wound, I believe, with him. So I'll just double check that, but that's the Black Staff of Aaron. Yeah, it's 2s to wound.
5s.
Just the -1, so 4s.
Oh, right, 4s.
Yeah, 4s to block.
Oh. Yeah. So 3 dead.
3 dead. Damage 3 each time. No feel, no pain.
Nope.
No. Okay. Okay. There's just one member of that squad left. I need to do the disc actually. Hits. And no wound. Okay. So we'll fight with the Zangors here next, just to try and take out the last model. So just tucking them in with a piling move, looking for 3s, rerolling 1s. No death to the false emperor there for them, which is which is a shame. That's ridiculous. And then 3s to wound. Okay. There's loads. Tom can roll a cluster of dice, but I think no, he's gone. This unit is Angles next. Rerolling 1s again. Really helped. 3s to wound. This is against the Repentia. See, whilst Tom's been picking on other units, rightly so, Zangors have been preserved here as a lower priority, and they're relishing the opportunity of getting stuck into close combat.
9 6s, 1 6, and then
5 plus feel no pain.
How many have I got left?
There's 5 in that squad. They're gone. Okay, readdressing the ranks and forming up here. 3 blobs of Zangors then. The 2 Psychers now preserved. We've reclaimed the home objective. Terminator's claiming this one. And then don't forget the Mortar Fiend on its last legs over in that corner. So, points been picked up here. 3 points now. I've reclaimed the home objective. Then we've got table quarters as well. Another 2 points picked up for that. So did kind of predict this would be a close one. This battle is running close at this point. I think the Thousand Sons have now taken the league, but it's Tom's turn coming up next. A bit of morale to resolve.
I think it's actually, we're at the end of turn 2, we're drawing, I think. Because you would have picked 5.
Yes.
Yes, it's 25-25.
25 points each. It's a draw at this stage. This is a close fight. I'll let Tom roll up for morale. Right, morale's no problem. Tom just burning up the lower miracle dice. Still got 4 of them in play. We'll go on to turn 3 now. Middle stage of the game. So much has happened already, and we're still very far away from determining who will be victor in this fight. High pressure game this one. Both sides desperate to do well. Now we'll go on to Tom's movement on turn 3 next.
My heavy bombers need to go into your Terminators.
Yes.
Because they're 2 wounds each.
Yeah, it's been a quicker move, this one. Both sides have taken heavy casualties here, but Tom's model's strung out heading across this direction. The aim is to disrupt, shoot at the Terminators as much as possible.
Sorry, should have done that as well.
Well, that squad hasn't moved yet. That's fine. So they've now claimed that objective. Good move. Squad on top, happy to sit where it is. The Exorcists moving round, getting ready to fire. These squads here moving through and claiming the central objective. The Rhino's parked on top of it as well. And then as well, we weren't sure. I wasn't sure which way she was going to go. I thought she might come across in this direction, but Celestine's headed off in this direction. She has the fly keyword, so when she charges, she would be able to get through. As long as she charges, declares against both units of Zangors, she'll be able to go in against Disco Inferno to try and take him out. The Gemini squad moving along as well, and that is movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So, Heavy Bolter's going to go across and pick off the Mortar Fiend. It's damage 2.
Yeah, I want to try.
4s.
Rerolling 1s for Canonus.
Helpful. 5s to wound.
No.
Yeah, it's going to take something else.
Worth a try. Okay. Yeah.
Twin multi-melters, Heavy Bolters into the back squad of Terminators.
So, so start with the heavy bolters. 3s and 1s. They don't suffer any negative for moving with their weapons.
Yep.
And then
3s to wound.
2.
-1.
Yes. Yeah.
3 ups. Passed on 2 5s. Wish that was for the multi-melters for my Invon.
So multi-melters. I'll try with 3 first. And then I will use a miracle dice.
Yep, to gain another hit.
And 3.
Okay.
Cool.
2s to wound.
And 2s to wound. All 3.
Okay, 5 plus Invon saves would be very useful, which they are, and it's damage of... Okay. 1 Terminator slain. Yeah, okay, so this is the Exorcist at the back. The line of sight is fine. There's no minus here. Tom can fire past the terrain, so normal ballistic skill here.
Heavy bolter.
Yeah. 3s to wound.
2.
2 wounds. 3 up armor save. Fouled with 1. There's nothing I can do. It's damage 2.
Up armor save because of all his dust, or is it? No, it's 2 damage.
Because it's 2 damage. Yeah, you're right. That's right. So I'll take him.
And then 3d3 shots from the missiles. 3, 4, 5.
3s.
Roll them once.
That's from the cannoness.
3.
3 come through. So AP minus 3.
I want to say minus 3, yeah.
At least.
Not at least, a maximum would be minus 3.
2 up.
So much, yeah, minus 3.
3 up, 4 up, 5 up. Yeah. Now we block 1. So this is damage of D6. You just don't roll 1s.
I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to use a CP for 2 damage.
Yeah, miracle dice. Yeah, okay. Okay, so squad's not wiped out, but down to 1 model left. Right, squad wiped out. Taking the last model off. That was bolter fire coming in from multiple sources here. Yeah, just firing across. Rolled a couple of 1s, so squad destroyed. Tom has 1 exorcist left. It's across the other side. Where does it shoot? Does it go after Terminators? Does it try and finish off the Mauler Fiends? Decisions to make here. Okay, small firepower complete. Flamer here, pistol firepower took out some of the Zangles, just trying to clear the way to the Psychers. And the Exorcist, this is your last bit of firepower.
Yep.
Right, okay, so the heavy bolter's going into the Terminators, and the main Exorcist launcher going into the Mauler Fiend.
So, heavy bolter. Hooray!
It's the strangest thing, the Mauler Fiends. They were expected to fly up the table and cause trouble, and they haven't done that at all.
3,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is good. Surely the Mauler Fiend is going to go. It can't survive. 3s for hits. 3s for wounds.
5.
5 of them. Long gone, do we explode? We don't. Mauler Fiend destroyed. Yeah, so they have their place in this list. We've seen them do exceptionally well in games. Mauler Fiends have not performed well in this game. They've been blown off the table. The rest of the Thousand Sons army has had to work hard around their loss. All right. So shooting phase is finished. We're going to charges. See what makes it in here. If Tom does well this turn, he could really kill off this Thousand Sons force if he takes out multiple characters. Tom's just calculating his dice. He's got the potential to kill this game off here quicker than expected. So it's in the form of Hannah. All these charges have gone ahead straight away because Tom's used miracle dice to construct the amount of inches required for these charges to go ahead. So Hannah's gone straight in. Dim Prince found himself in 3 inches of the Preacher here, so he's then gone in at the end of the charge phase. Fly units, so going across here, taking on Disco Inferno. If you kill him, you'll tap into him, and then if I can't pull back, right, this is good. And then Gemini have gone in here against the Zangles. We've tried to keep the aggressive Sisters of Battle units at bay, and we failed here. They've managed to pick out the key Thousand Sons units here.
So Hannah gets 4 attacks basic, +1 for Bloody Rose, +1 for the Preacher, +3 for Beneficence. I'm going to spend a CP to, so it's 1 CP to
reroll wounds.
Deny the Witch to reroll all wounds against you.
Yes, because we have a psychic keyword in that unit.
So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
6s pop anything?
6s pop an extra, yeah.
Okay.
And then I am wounding you on 3. No, I'm wounding on 4s. Your toughness 4.
Yes.
I'm strength 3, and I think Beneficence is only +1. I'll just double check quickly. Wounding on 4s.
Yes, forced to win.
Re-rolling everything. So,
okay.
2, 4, 6, 8 at -3.
Oh. Need loads of 5+s. Need a lot of them.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's 4 dead anyway. 2 damage each.
Okay. Scared you a little bit there. Okay, so we'll remove those from play. Ouch. But not wiped out though. How interesting. Okay, so looking something like that.
That's why I should have charged them.
Right, Tom regretted not charging that Sister's squad in. But she actually got a power sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's all good. So tag in there, and then we'll go for Celestine.
Yes, Celestine to take on Disco Inferno. If he survives, the game now pivots on the survival of Disco Inferno. If he lives, then the Thousand Suns are still in with a chance.
Getting on 2s.
It's unlikely though. 6 is going to pop something.
No, because she's not order.
Okay.
Wounded on 3s.
This is an important roll.
Awful. Absolutely awful.
Okay, so what does this mean?
They're -3.
Okay, so I'm down to my invuln save. And the damage?
Just don't fail them all. If
Damage
you pass
2.
one, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Just past 1. Right, that's it. I've had enough. I've got 3 Patronics left. Nathan Ascrazuti, first of all. Yeah. Nicholas Lucas next. Just one of you gentlemen, please. Oh. And Paul Cook. I feel I should roll one of these.
That's surely...
It's too
I
much.
think you're dishonouring Paul with that, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul Cook
No,
then.
he will not pass for you.
This is such a big roll. It's too big a roll for Paul.
Paul's got it covered.
Does he rise to the occasion? That's 6! He's done it! Huzzah! Yeah, thanks, Paul. Gatch literally kept the Thousand Suns in the fight, so 4 wounds on Disco Inferno. Anyone else left? Yes, the Gemini.
They are equally as abysmal as Celestine, by the look of it. So I don't think I get to reroll ones or anything.
Okay. Boy, oh boy.
Useless. 2.
2 wounds come through. 5+ invuln save. Failed, so 2 Zangles slain. I'll pick a fight now. I'll go here. 2s. All of them. 2 death to the False Emperors. Reroll a 1. 2s to wound. So it's going to be 8 saves at -2 and 2 damage on this Preacher.
Well, that Preacher has got a 4-up invulnerable save.
You're joking,
just laughs in the face of the Empress. The Preacher.
And now I'm
looks up
stuck in
and
combat against that.
The clouds open, and the Emperor's light shines upon the Preacher.
I'd say so. Incredible.
As she reads from the Imperium book.
It's a miracle, Tom. It's a miracle. Okay, so we'll fight here with him. So 3 attacks on Hannah. 2 hits. Double 6, 2 wounds, -1.
1 passed.
Straight away on a miracle dice, yeah. And passed on the other one, nice. Zangles against the Gemini. So it's going to be 11 attacks with them. Threes, rerolling 1s for Disco nearby. Okay. 3s to wound. Terrible. 3 have made it through at -1. Got them, haven't I? Maybe.
3-up save, you killed 1.
Killed 1. Are there 2 wounds at a time? This is Zangor's squad. There's maybe a chance to try and bring Celestine down here. Maybe.
You'd be doing something seriously wrong if you didn't bring her down, I think, here, with all those. Because they're re-rolling all hits.
Oh yes, against characters. All of them except 1.
And I'm toughness 3.
3s to wound. 5, 10, 12 saves at -1. Go Zangles, go.
Yep, she's down.
Okay. Well, when does she get up?
I wish that my bloodletters were as strong as those Angles. I really would.
Tom's jealous of my blue chickens.
I want blue chickens. She gets up at the end of the phase.
End of the phase, right, okay. So there's a consolidation move to make with these. They find themselves inactive. We'll tuck them. We'll move them along 3.
Well, she may get up at the end of the phase. I'll probably roll a 1.
Yes.
Shall we see if I roll a 1?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done.
Oh no, my priest.
Oh yes, she's alive. She's alive.
Yeah, so my priest gets to hit you with 3 attacks, +1 for the chainsword, +1 for Bloody Rose, +1 for herself, being angry. Wouldn't this be hilarious? Rerolling for the... Oh, so that's an extra 3 hits.
No.
Come on! Can you imagine?
What's she equipped with?
6s. Chainsword.
Chainsawed.
Nothing.
Right, okay. With a morale to resolve, then there's the roll to see if Tom resurrects. Tom's rolled it. It's off camera here. I passed all my morale and Celestine. So how does she get back up? Just to go exactly where she was?
An inch away from...
Right, okay. We'll figure out where she ends up here. So all of her wounds remaining, resurrects back up. Just there, staring right down at Araman here on his disc. Okay, turn's finished. Tom will add up the points. Give us a score. Thousand Suns, I thought they'd be out here, but they're still in the fight at this point in the game. So we'll go on to their turn 3. I'll just give you a scoreline, just to give you an idea of the total that the Thousand Suns are chasing. Okay, so it's 40 points to Tom at this stage, at 25 for the Thousand Suns. There certainly is catching up to do. And Thousand Suns still on the back foot at this stage, but not quite out of the fight yet. We'll go on to their turn 3 next. Right, so movement for the Thousand Suns here on their third turn, remaining in close combat across here. Zangor's remaining in close combat against the Gemini. Both squads move around to try and take on Celestine. Aaron's moved across here to try and put his psychic powers in this direction mostly, but to stay on the objective. And then Disco Inferno just moved to the edge of this unit, just staying back a little bit for shooting. So movement's done. We'll again try and salvage the situation. 5 points picked up for this objective here at the start of our turn. So we'll now go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase finished. A strange one here from the Thousand Suns. Smite from here, 2 mortal wounds. Smite from here, took out the Gemini. Then Astral Blast, we did get it to go ahead finally in this game. 3 mortal wounds caused on the banner, and then multiple mortal wounds being caused on the units nearby. Then across here, we passed on 9 or more Time Flux, rolled on a d3, 3 models being restored to play, then paid a command point for Sorceress Infusion, I think it's called. Yeah, it's this one here. So let's restore a model back to play. So the full squad has now come back just here, and then Smite has blasted away the model that was in close combat against the Demon Prince. So a bit of an upsurge or resurgence here from the Thousand Suns during their Psychic Phase here on turn 3. We've got a Shooting Phase next, which will be in the form of a couple of pistol shots. Yeah, 2 pistol shots coming through. Wound caused on Celestine. We're going to Charges next. Okay, Charges have gone ahead. Demon Prince has gone in against Hannah, and then both the Zangor units, but not Araman, going in against Celestine. We're going to Combat Resolution with the Thousand Suns next. So Demon Prince first of all, needing 2s. They're all hit. No death to the False Emperor this time. 2s to wound, and they're all wounded. So it's going to be 8 saves at -2 and 2 damage on Hannah here.
Oh, wowzers. That was close.
Close, but I think she's perhaps going to go here. It's 2 damage a time. 3 have failed, so 6 damage. Just checking to see if there's any kind of feel no pain.
No.
So end of her.
Yeah.
Right, she's gone. I'm not calling the battle report death by chickens. Right, so Zangor's fighting against Celestine. Rerolling 1s. Okay. It's pretty good. Zangors have worked so hard here. 3s to wound. There's loads. 8. 8 saves at -1.
Failed 3.
Failed 3, and she's on 3 wounds.
No, she's dead again.
Celestine's dead again at the hand of the blue chickens.
Death by chickens.
So consolidation moves made. We've now rescued those wounds can disappear. We've rescued this objective. We'll pick up points again for holding it. It looks like at least one.
You can start laying your eggs on it now.
Right. Thousand Suns have made a bit of resurgence here. This is getting a little bit dangerous. Sisters of Battle by no means have won the game at this stage. Thousand Suns Psychers have now cleared this area and looking stronger. I still think Tom's ahead. Yeah, priority targets picked up. We've cleared that objective. No table quarters though. Okay. No engagement fronts this time. We're only in 2 table quarters at this point in the battle. This is a close fight. Tom,
You've still got 10 points. alive for you.
For that secondary, yes, just about. I mean, he's now been rescued. He was out on his own, but has now fall back behind this unit, and this unit that was on one model left is now all of a sudden back up to full strength. So some fascinating stuff going on here. Thousand Sons refusing to yield at this point. They're trying to fight their way back into this battle against Tom's force. End of turn. Scoreline, just to give us an idea.
40 to me, and then you were on...
I've only picked up 3, haven't I, really?
20...
It's all about the points here in this game. 28-40. It's still close enough, but Tom's ahead, and it's going to be his turn 4 coming up next. All right, movement's done. You got Tom. This is the deal breaker here. Tom picked up 15 points for primaries here for controlling more than the Thousand Sons at the start of his turn. So a very good result. Both exorcists moving through do look very impressive. Tom says they're a nightmare to paint.
Oh, horrible! I did not enjoy
Times 2.
There's just far too much. I mean, they're amazing detail, but there's so much detail.
Yeah. No.
I refused to paint a third. I did want 3, but I don't anymore.
Okay. The squad's moved downstairs. Imagifiers moved back onto the objective. The lone melter guns moved over onto the other objective. And then there's a battle sister squad here. Rhinos on the central objective. Tom's idea is to try and clear away this character. He reckons he can go after this one. And then to try and destroy at least the Terminators with the rest of his firepower. Look at the main heavy guns of his army still alive at this point. It'll take a miracle to keep the Terminators alive. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Okay, just in the middle of the shooting phase here, you can see the Terminators taking damage. That was firepower coming from the Executioner squad.
The Exorcists and the Retributors.
Retributors, yeah. And it's that the Exorcist has fired as well. Tom's about to fire the second one. We're just rolling up because this is going to be very, very important. Sangor's taking casualties. That was firepower coming in from these squads. So...
Heavy bolter into these.
So everything's going into...
Yeah, right. I was going to split, but I just need to make sure these die. So, 2 hits. Rerolling ones for Canada.
Not seen that before. Failed. 3's to wounds. 1 makes it through. -1. 3 up. Come on, need this one. Yes, passed.
3d3. 4, 5, 6.
7 shots. This is a very, very important roll to see if these Terminators can be brought down.
Oh no. Not good.
2's to wound though.
3. It leaves 1 alive again.
No!
Dead.
Oh boy. Just about. Okay, battle's not over yet. He's still alive.
Yeah, there's not much.
Shooting phase finished.
Just need to accept him. Yeah, shooting phase finished.
Charges next. It's very backwards and forwards, this game. Canoness has gone in. Now this is... not Hannah, Beatrice. Beatrice has gone in. So Tom's used Miracle Dice to get a guaranteed 8-inch charge to going against Disco Inferno. She's only got to pick off 1 wound against him, and that'll be the loss of another key psycho for the Thousand Sons. And then no other charges. It's just this one.
Just that one, yeah.
Yeah, because Tom wants to hold that objective of those 2 models, right?
I just rolled under the Miracle Dice because we killed the unit here.
Terminators. I think the Thousand Sons have lost, but we'll just press on.
4 attacks and +1 for Bloody Rose.
It's a case now of throwing units in, try and keep the points flowing.
I just need to keep pushing you back.
Yes.
Keep you off the objective.
Despite the losses, yeah. If Tom could just score more points, that's all that's required now. Just score more points than the Thousand Sons, and Tom can see this game through to victory. With a force that's taken a battering for sure, but victory is the most important thing. So here she comes.
2s. Rerolling 1s for herself, and 6s are an extra hit.
Now, I'd love to know what you're rolling to wound here.
I'm the Blessed Blade. I've got the Blessed Blade, which is +2 strength, so I'm strength 5.
Yep, very good.
So strength 5.
3's to wound.
I've still got my CP. But no, I don't have my CP. That CP had to be spent for her to charge.
To advance and charge. Gotcha. Yep.
So I don't have that. So there you go.
Excellent, Tom. Well done. Good for you. And now 6 5+. Nowhere near. That's the end of Disco Inferno. Turn the lights off. Everyone go home. The party's over. For him at least, but Araman will continue.
Now I've just got a picture of all the Zangors, like with UV paint on, dancing around in a disco. Like
yes.
tribal paint. I think it will work quite well.
Okay. Right, Tom's imagination running riot here. Any other further movement? Just going to sit there with her.
I'm not going to pile into you, so you can kill her in one turn.
Right, okay. And a bit of morale. These are going to pass. Turn's coming into an end. Tom can calculate points that he's picked up on his turn 4. I think he has victory, but we'll just get a scoreline here. I think he's going to be racing ahead. Yeah, Assassinate's been picked up. Tom's secondaries he's cashing in on those here at the moment. Okay, we'll get a total score and then we'll move on to turn 4 of the Thousand Suns. Guys, ridiculous. 66 points to 28. Sisters of Battle miles ahead. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Thousand Suns as they press on. Okay, so it's movement done here for the Thousand Suns. Zangor's heading off this way. Zangor's heading off this way. This unit's going to hold back on this objective. Aaron's jumped up on top. And then the Demon Prince has moved around to here. That's movement done. So we'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Thousand Suns still battling away. There's don't know much of a chance they have, but we'll press on. Araman and the Demon Prince still alive at this point. Okay, Psychic Phase finished. It went well, but not quite according to plan as we'd hoped. 3 mortal wounds across here, so that squad's now been destroyed. That was from Smite. Infernal Gaze took out the Melter on that objective. Zinch's Firestorm went off, but didn't pick up any 6s to get rid of the Magify off of Tom's home objective. And then Smite took 3 wounds off the Rhino. So Psychic Phase finished. Shooting, I think there's a pistol. Pistol fired and, yeah, passed armour save across there. Okay, we'll go on to charges next. Okay, charges going ahead. Zangor's going in here. Araman was meant to come across but failed. He's not charged into anybody. Zangor's holding here. These have gone into this squad. Demon Prince has charged into this and then he'll tap into the other across there. Desperate stuff from both sides. We'll get these combats resolved next. Right, combats have been resolved. No damage coming through against the Demon Prince. He caused 4 damage here against this Exorcist and has tapped in against the other one. Killed one of the Sisters of Battle models here from this squad, but one stayed alive. 2 wounds caused on the Kanesh. She has slain 2 Zangors in return, and that's it. So points picked up. We've held our home objective again, so 3 points picked up for that. Tom's added that on, and that's about it really. Table quarters, no, again, so no points being picked up for that at this stage. Turn's finished. We'll go on to the final turn, turn 5, for the Sisters of Battle coming up next. They hold 2 objectives. That's 10 points. That's probably all Tom needs to guarantee victory here. We'll let him make his move. Okay, Tom's about to shoot here. We'll just cover movement. Locked. Stay in close combat because Tom can shoot straight into the face of the Demon Prince to finish him off. And then hold in position here as well. So there was nothing to report actually, was there? There's no movements taking place. Hold position and not a step back here from the Sisters of Battle. We'll go on to the shooting phase next to see what remains here for the Thousand Suns. Right, we'll capture the rest of this. Melter shot came through, wounded Araman, but passed. Crucially, a 4+ invuln save. Tom was about to use a Miracle Dice 6+2. Wouldn't it have been? Yeah, damage. So Araman's escaped that just about. Here, Tom's firepower, it was worth charging in because Tom's firepower is blast, which can't be used here against Demon Prince, but he can fire the heavy bolters here to try and finish the Demon Prince off. First one.
2 hits.
Because -1, yeah. 5s to wound. Oh no, 3+ invuln save.
No pressure.
Can I borrow one of your Miracle Dice? Next one.
This is the bane of my life, this Demon Prince. Every game, he refuses to die. And then when you kill him,
he gets back up again. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So pistol from the Canoness hits. And wounds, it's an Inferno pistol, so -4.
Not passed. One of the chickens cooked alive. Okay.
And the Storm Bolter from here on into these.
Yes, try and clear my home objective.
No.
Oh boy, okay.
That's,
And no wound coming through.
Your chickens are invincible.
Okay.
Invincible chickens. I think
That's it.
that is me done.
Any charges?
Yeah.
God, desperate stuff here. Both of us in the last few units left. Multiple units locked in close combat. Look at the Zangors here just tying up Tom's remaining models here. The tank's finally been contacted in close combat. He's just looking to see maybe this Battle Sister squad going after Airmen or a desperate charge to try and reach the objective. Okay, so charges have taken place here. The Battle Sister squads have gone in. There's 2 squads of 2 have gone in here against the Zangors. Tom using Miracle Dice to make sure those charges go ahead. The Rhino's rammed into the bottom of the terrain here to make contact with Airmen to try and disrupt him and force the psychic powers to go against that vehicle. And that's it. So we'll resolve the charging units first of all. Right, so Battle Sister squads charging in.
I'll just do them all together because the power sword makes no difference to you, does it?
5 plus in 1, yeah.
So the first 2, reroll it.
You're trying to save the Canoness here. Canoness Beatrice.
I'm forced to hit you. Wound. I wounded you.
5 plus. Failed. So you've killed 1. Well done. Okay.
And then 1. No.
No wound. Okay.
And then the mighty Rhino.
Yes, the Rhino charging into Airmen.
So the mighty Rhino has a mighty 3 attacks. And it's a...
Popping 6.
Yeah, it's a popping 6 because it's a Bloody Rose Rhino.
3 to wound.
1 wound.
Gets the wound. And causes the wound. Okay. Didn't have his seatbelt on.
So you're pick next.
Yes. Right, okay. I think it makes sense to go first with the Zangors down here. So I think they've taken 2 casualties now in total. So 4 of them. Zangor Blade squad leader. We'll put all of our attacks into the Canoness. Re-rolling. They've all hit. And we're looking at 5 saves of -1.
So ignore the -1. So I'm going to take... How many wounds have I got there?
5. Oh, you've taken 3. Yes, taken 3. There's another one under there.
Give it a go. So pass, and then I'll use my 4 for the last one.
Okay, another one taken. She lives, and she's free to attack back, or it may well be the squad leader here you want to fight with next.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just the 2 attacks. Nope, nothing.
Okay, and then I'll fight with the Demon Prince. Go against the same target as last time. 7 attacks. 6s would be very useful. We can re-roll our 1s. Okay, all hit. Death to the False Emperor, which hits as well. 5s to wound. 2. Fell both, yeah, so down to 4.
Yeah, takes all that. Okay, so Beatrice?
Yes. God, does that pop?
No, because she's not Bloody Rose.
Okay.
I'm going to use my CP that I would have got for this turn to reroll it. Yeah. 4. Oh, come on.
Cycles. 3 casualties on them. 3 dice passed. And then finally Araman into the Rhino. Reroll this one. Yes. Death to the False Emperor. Yes. 5s to wound though. Quadruple 5. It's damage 3.
Yeah.
-1. Oh, he popped the Rhino. Does it explode?
6, come on. Oh.
Rhino destroyed. We'll sit Araman where he is, and we'll leave it at this point. The battle continues down here. Bit of morale to resolve, and then we'll finish Tom's turn 5 here. Okay, morale's passed here. 77 points to Tom at the moment, 36 to the Thousand Suns. We'll go on to their turn 5. We don't think they can do it, but they'll be able to pick up some points at least. We'll go on to turn 5 for the Thousand Suns next. Alright, so movement stunt, maintaining close combat across here, holding this objective. Aaron's jumped across to that table quarter. Dim Prince has left close combat, there's no point in him carrying on. He's jumped over to claim or to contest at least that objective. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. All right, Psychic Phase. There's almost no point carrying on, but a little bit of pride to resolve across here as Beatrice battles on. But we perilled across here with Smite. I used my command point for the stratagem that ignores that perils. That character's been removed. It's just so that we could get, holding this one and this one, 5 points picked up for that, just to add to our total. It's not going to be enough to win the game. The Thousand Suns have managed to pick up a respectable score here. So what we'll do is we'll bypass shooting. There's no fresh charges to take place. Tom will pick a combat. So it's the Canoness trying to get rid of these Zangors here.
Trying for the whole game. 4.
Nice. Got them.
Oh, hooray.
I think, unless the twist barrier is 2 wounds, I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's D3 damage. So that's the end of them. Finally, she survives, and then there's no point carrying on here on this objective. Oh, go on then.
You'll kill my sister, come on.
Okay. Okay, and then 3s to wound. Aha, this could be the last laugh here from the Thousand Suns. -1. She's gone.
I ignore -1.
Oh.
But she's still dead, I ordered 2.
Okay. Clearing this objective. Hard work from the Zangors for sure in this battle. We'll get a final score. Thousand Suns have lost, but they have closed the gap here at the end of the turn. So points been picked up then. On the last turn of the game, you can manoeuvre models to go for your primaries. So Thousand Suns held this one. Dim Prince ended up holding that one as well. So we held more than the Sisters of Battle. So 15 points picked up for primaries there. Priorities. That one and that one, 5 points picked up for that. He survived through to the end of the game, so 5 points picked up for that as well. And then 3 points picked up for engage in all fronts as well. So 28 points is a bit scary. If this was a previous edition and the game had have gone on, who knows? Thousand Suns may have done it. But we'll get a final score for you here. But we did predict a close fight, and it's although Thousand Suns have had Troud here in this game, they've not been down and out of the fight, and it took till turn 5 to resolve this battle. So 61 points to the Thousand Suns, 77 points to Tom and his Sisters of Battle. So close enough this fight, but Tom managed to get ahead and stay ahead. These are the kind of games that we enjoy and look forward to playing and hope that we have in our games for our season battle reports. Close battles, 2 armies, nicely matched, different play styles here. So this has been one of the better league battles. But in this particular fight, Tom's Sisters of Battle have debuted, and they have defeated the Thousand Suns here, but not by too much of a margin of victory. So very good battle, enjoyable one. A lot of thinking to do in this one, trying to... that was a drain, that was, for both sides. We'll go on to discuss units of the game. There's multiple contenders for both sides. Right, so units of the game, it's going to go to these, the Exorcists here, because of what they did towards the start of the battle. Remember, they dealt with these, the Maul of Fiends. They took those out of the picture very early on.
Imagine if they were still in a completely different game.
Triple Maul of Fiend slamming into the Sisters now would have caused trouble. So Exorcists, firepower, reliable, solid, and took out the main targets. Mission accomplished for them, and survived to the end of the game as well. I'm going to give an honourable mention to the Dim Prince, a real pain to deal with, wouldn't die, and jumping about across the board, happy to go into close combat against multiple targets. But it's going to go to the Zangors. There's still 2 squads of them alive. They worked hard throughout the game. They were useful for claiming objectives, for wiping out squads, for taking down characters multiple times.
Zangor meta.
And for shielding as well. So not very often that they are used by Thousand Suns players.
Yeah, something with a 5+ in just a 5+ invulnerable save should not be so hard to kill.
Yeah.
I just can't shift them. I just cannot shift them.
No, they did well. So I think they've worked hard. They've deserved it here. So it goes to the Thousand Suns Zangors. That's units of the game for both sides. Great game. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on YouTube and on the Plus channel. And as the league moves along, different armies entering in, all playing 3 games each, as we push on to see who will go through to the knockout stage of our Season 9 battle reports. But debut here for the Sisters of Battle. They have themselves a victory. well done to them, and we look forward to the next 2 games that they're involved in. Great battle. And the Thousand Sons, they've won a game and they've lost a game, so they're not down and out of it yet, but they will certainly be seeking victory in their next fight. Silver level patrons: Caleb, Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Maxfield Knuckles, My Shield is Discussed, Peter Goodall, and TC. Whoever My Shield is Discussed is, he'd make a good gold level patron. I'd love to roll the My Shield is Discussed dice. But anyway, great game. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.